Trophy Titans, Dennis Bergkamp objective is here. We have a look at the card. He's got 4-star, 4-star, medium, medium. Can play cam, striker. Really good stats overall. Great traits. We are going to look how to complete him. So we've got pick the corner, finesse 5 shots using Dutch players in squad battles, rivals, or foot champs. You know what finesse is? It's R1 or RB and shoot on your controller. Play 5 matches and you unlock the base version of Bergkamp, which is actually pretty nice, which can be in squad rivals or foot champs. Then we have play 10 matches with 6 Dutch players in your team, and the same for this Bergkamp one as well. Then we have score and assist with base Bergkamp, which is going to be this card here. Score and assist is get one person to get a goal after you pass it with Bergkamp. The other one is score with him, obviously, in 10 separate games. Again, it can be squad battles, rivals, or foot champs. Then we have win 15 matches, and you get yourself, with the base Bergkamp in, and you get yourself the 92 prime Bergkamp. What is going on? What an objective. Play 12 matches in squad battles or squad on semi-pro or rivals or foot champs with the main prime version of Bergkamp in your starting 11 plus 5 other Dutch players, and you get the 383. Then we have score and assist with prime Bergkamp in 20 separate squad battle matches on semi-pro, rivals or foot camps, and you get yourself 284 plus. Then we have win 15 matches with the prime one in there, and it's going to be an 81 plus times 11. So overall, it's actually a really good SBC. Even if you don't like Dennis Bergkamp, I recommend doing this just for fodder, because you get a 93, a 92, and an 87 rated card for fodder. If we were to go into our teams here, we'll talk about chemstyles, and we'll talk about best formations and tactics. So let's say you're going to go do this in rivals or foot champs. You can see here I've got a Dutch player already. But if we go to our custom tactics, press left trigger or L2, and you can select any one of these. Doesn't matter which one you select. So we're going to select this one, for example. We're going to have balanced. We're going to have 45 width, 70 depth, balanced, direct passing, 50 width, 5 players in the box, 2 on corners, 2 on free kicks. Then we're going to have our formation as 4-2-2. And to change players here, you just press Y or triangle, and you can change them in-game. So what that means is you put them in your starting chemistry, make sure all your players are on as max chem as they possibly can, and then you change them in-game. So when you press down on your D-pad, which is this button here next to the analog stick, you can select which formation you want. So we're going to run this formation here. Then our instructions are going to be default, getting behind, default, default. The same default, getting behind, default, default. Our right cam is going to be come back on defense, get into the box for crosses, default, default. And our left cam is come back on defense, get into box for crosses, default, default. Then we have 2 CDMs. We have cut passing lanes, stay back while attacking, default, cover center. Make sure it's not cover wing, cover center, and default on that one. And our other CDM is cut passing lanes, stay back while attacking, default, cover center again, default. And then our left back is going to be stay back while attacking, default, overlap, default. 2 centre backs are just as they are, default, 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 default. Then our right back is going to be stay back while attacking, default, overlap, and default. And I'm going to explain how this formation works very quickly, but let's have a word from today's sponsor. Are you tired of playing sweat teams like this? Make sure you go to Alt-Nice, select foot 23 coins, choose which console and how many coins you'd like to buy, select your payment method, and don't forget to add code NANIC for 6% off on all orders. First, so let's say you collect the ball with your goalkeeper either from a goal kick, a cross, a shot, or anything like that your keeper has it. You're going to want to play the ball over to your left back or your right back, and then you have yourself 2 triangles. And I explain the triangles here. So let's use Marcus Llorente. He has Jairzinho and Xabi Alonso as one triangle here of attack. And the reason why you want to stay back and overlap is because if the AI or the computer notices that your left back, opposing left back, so let's say Marcus Llorente is on the right, his left back in front of him is your opponent's defender. If he drags him out and we don't have the ball with Marcus Llorente, the computer will pick that up and move him forward. But as soon as that left back drops back into defense, your Llorente will turn around and run back. So you'll never get caught out in the back. Then we have this triangle, as I mentioned, of attack. So once you get the ball to Marcus Llorente, play it into Xabi Alonso, and then you have another triangle of attack. We have our Cruyff, our Jairzinho, and Xabi Alonso as one triangle. Our other triangle being Xabi Alonso, Marcus Llorente, Jairzinho. And then you can do the exact same on the other side. So Philip Lahm to Hazard to Cruz, Cruz to Haaland to Hazard. And then once you learn to mix these triangles up, so for example, what I like to do is manually drive the player forward. So I'd give the ball to Cruz or Xabi Alonso. Because they're both on stay back while attacking, that means they will never push up. But if you move them forward with the ball, you have 5 in attack because your Eden Hazard, your Jairzinho, and your 2 strikers are ready to attack. With your Xabi Alonso moving the ball forward, you have 5 in attack, 5 in defence with your other defender or midfielder sitting back with the back 4. So as soon as you pass the ball away with Xabi Alonso, once you move from, he'll just turn around and run back. So you're always going to have 6 in defence and 4 attacking. Once you learn to work these triangles really well, you can then switch the ball. For example, let's say Marcus Llorente picks the ball up, plays it to Xavi Alonso. He moves forward, plays it over to Jairzinho, and you do one switch over the other side. You now have your other triangle of attack to go for. And then you have yourself a really compact and very defensive and attacking formation. Because what happens is when you don't have the ball, Ethan and Jairzinho will drop right in front of your left back and right back, making you to a 4-4-2, really flat, and you will not be able to get broken down. If you have any questions, comment down below. If nothing's working, let me know, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.